Um, Actually, very difficult to write a best man speech for Simon because he's never really done anything wrong. We wrote a speech for Ollie about a year ago. That was quite easy. This has been quite a challenge, and to be honest, you're left with the decision as, do you stand up and lie, which was quite tempting, or do you stand up and say, well, he's pretty much Mr. Perfect. Yeah, he's just always been so nice. He's loving, lovely, caring, thoughtful, a bit shy. Everyone who gets to know him, he's undislikable. Everyone thinks he's amazing, because he is. He's always been the responsible one. I know, being the oldest, that should probably be me, but it doesn't seem to have worked out like that. I got a phone call from Dad once when I was at university, and he said, me and Maddie have been going through the will, rewriting our will, just if something awful was to happen. And we've had to choose someone to write down for who's legally responsible for sorting things out, if that would happen. And he said, we've decided... He said, are we on? Oh. He said, we've decided to go for Simon. I'm sure you understand. And I did. Like Dad said, he's always wanted to be a vet. It's been a long-standing family joke that one of Simon's main goals in life was to spend quite a lot of his adult life with his hand up a cow's bottom. And he, at times, had to go to quite extreme lengths to make sure that dream became a reality. Despite being very mild-mannered, he's pretty strong-willed, and he had to do some pretty nasty jobs. The worst of which, I think I'm allowed to say, he, as one of his work experience jobs, he had to assist in the specimen collection for an artificial insemination program in pigs. I leave you guys to have a little think about that. That would certainly be enough to put me off, I think. But he did what needed to be done. And when I can remember, it was probably about towards the end of his third year, I got a text off Simon which said, after 3 years of training, bovine rectal intromission finally achieved. Love Simon. But and then along came Rachel. Simon, well, it sounds like Beth had similar chats, but Simon phoned me quite a few times trying to decide whether or not he should ask out Rachel. Quite why he's asking me for relationship advice, I have no idea. But he would phone and he would sort of say, I really think she's amazing, and she's so beautiful, and I love spending time with her, and I really miss her when I'm not with her. I just think she's amazing. What do you think I should do? I mean, to be fair, I think she was about 11 at the time, so we did wonder if maybe we should wait for puberty to kick in before we made his move. No, but seriously, you were like, Simon, she's perfect, you go for it. And Rach, yeah, you are, if Simon is Mr. Perfect, you are Miss Perfect for him. I mean, you're amazing. It's been so awesome getting to know you. I'm not just saying this because I have to, because it's your wedding day. You're awesome. We adore you. It's so nice welcoming you into our family. yeah, and I'm really excited as to where you guys are going to go as a couple. And Si, yeah, you're just amazing. You're a really special guy. You're loads of fun. I love hanging out with you, spending time with you. It's awesome. But I also really admire you. I really respect you. I just think you're awesome. And as a couple, you two, are just fantastic. I'm really excited for where God is going to take you. I really think you're two people who very obviously put God first in your own lives and as a couple, and follow Him. And I really think that He's going to take you to amazing places and use you to touch people's lives in amazing ways. And I'm really excited. And I'm excited to see that and to be a part of that. And I just want to say that I love you. I'll keep praying for you both, and I'm looking forward to your visit to Cape Town.
I'm going to have to try and keep this really short, which could be a challenge, but to echo what Nico said, when you have to write a best man speech, people say, you dig in the closet, you get all the skeletons out of the closet. Well, with Simon, he doesn't actually have a closet. It's just, he is pretty much perfect. So there's a couple of things that we'll pick up on. One, being that he has this obsession that he thinks he's fat, right? And like with Nico, he would go to Nico for relationship advice. He would come to me and complain that he's fat. And I'd go, well, you've just run the New York Marathon and I can't make it around the block. And he's like, yeah, but I think I'm fat and whatever. And he's just a bit of a psycho. Growing up, Simon's also the one who had an amazing attention to detail. As Rachel alluded to, this thing was absolutely nailed probably before he asked her to marry him. But like growing up, it's a good example. Growing up, do any of you remember the song Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice? Well, me and Nico, as a family, we all quite liked that song growing up, and me and Nico used to like to perform it at family events, thinking we were super cool. Simon wouldn't embarrass himself to perform it, but he had to make sure we got every single word exactly right. So Simon would study the words and give them to us, and then we would perform it. So that was always quite entertaining. The one chink we have found in his armour is when he plays golf. Now, for any of you who have ever played golf with Simon, he isn't quite the same person. There's a little bit of language that comes out, and he does seem to crack it a little bit and get a bit worked up. So you might want to keep an eye on that and not let the uncles get in his ear about playing golf, because it's not always a pretty sight. So have I pretty much covered? Yeah, okay. On a serious note, I don't really, as a person, I find it quite difficult to talk about how I feel about the family, and obviously living on the other side of the world, I don't get to see the family as much as I'd like. To be your best man is a real honour. I was honoured to have you as mine, and Nico had to come along as part of the package. But we joke about you being Mr. Perfect, and we joke about how you don't do anything wrong. But as a person, you are just a superstar. You're an absolute legend. I've got hay fever, I'm sorry. Anyone in this room who knows you knows how special you are, and anyone who doesn't know Simon, get to know him. All right? He's an absolute superstar. And Rachel, I don't know you very well, but obviously I know Simon very well, and to see how content he is and how happy he is, and to know that you provided that for him, you must be a very special girl. So it's very, very special for Lydia and I to be here today, and it's very special for me and Nico to be a best man. And yeah, it's difficult to put into words who you are for me, and how much I respect you and look up to you, and how you're a role model for me. And if I can represent half the morals that you represent and be half the person that you are, then I'll consider myself a real success. So you're an absolute legend, and I love you more than words can express. So congratulations, and yeah, you're my hero. You're a superstar. That's all the serious stuff out of the way. So now we're just gonna rip into him a little bit.